And hello YouTube, this is Ziyo Blader here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make textures for your bb10. So, what you're going to need is a picture. So you can pretty much open up your Internet Explorer or whatever browser you're using and find a texture. You just go to Google, type it in, and then go to images and then save. So, once you do that, let's go over to pictures here. And I'm just going to go to Beyblades here. And let's see here. So let's say you have a texture here. And this is just an example. Now, let's say you want to make it seamless, right? Well, paint.net actually has a tool. You can probably search that up on Google. It's a plugin for paint.net. So we open up, we go to paint.net. Just wait for it here. Okay. Okay, now that we have this guy, we go to image. Actually, let's go to effects. Here we go. Distort. And seamless texture maker. So that's pretty much what you want to search on Google for. So, what does this guy do? It makes your texture seamless. Meaning you can have 4 pieces of the same picture and it'll look great. Like it matches every picture. You can do different ones and all sorts of stuff. So, once you have it seamless, you save it. And then what you do is you right click and go to print. Now, in the print, you select your printer wherever you have it set up. Then you go to quality. Now, you could probably do high. One other thing to note is paper type. You might want to mess around with the settings here. Normally it'll be set to plain paper, but I do other paper, photo paper, because it makes it look better, the colors. It's kind of premium. So, next thing you want to do is click do full photo. And you want to click this guy, fit the picture, so it has a checkbox, so you don't check it, have it unchecked. And then just do print. So yeah, there we go, and I'll move on to the next scene here, and I'll bring you into the workplace. Okay, and we're back here. So, by the way, you would want to make 4 of these. I usually do 4 because it's better, so you have a bigger area to trace on. So, once you print it out, it's going to look like this with the white stripes on the side. Just take a scissor and just cut off the ends. And do that for each one, all 4. So, once you have that done, you take 2 of them here and you try to line it up here. Make sure it's line to line. And you take, I use a synchromes, 2 of them, a synchrome, just for weight. Now when you first print it, it's probably not going to have these curls, but if you wait too long, it will start to happen. So right when you print it, I suggest you wait a little bit, let it dry out, and then start doing it. Don't wait overnight, or this will happen. Okay. Make sure everything's lined up. Next up, let's do this here. We'll take some tape. Okay, so now we got that side done. let's take the other two here. And like before, let's line it up. Okay, and now once we have everything taped together, all all four sides, across, take this off. Here's the next part. Flip it over so it's all white in the back. And actually, I think it would have been easier if I did it the other way. Put the tape on the back. You can do it either way. I just did it on the front. So, once we have that, we'll put the bb10 over this here. And I'll bring you in close here. So, what you want to do is find this little corner here. As you can see, there's an indentation in the bb10. So, you hold it right there. Let me set the camera down here. Okay. So I'm about to make a mark here. And before that, make sure it's centered. There we go. Okay, here we go. Move it out of the way. Make a mark there. And then we do it to this side, up here. Make a mark right there. There. That way we know that that's the inside. And pretty much do this for the next 3 areas. Sure, I'll go to far view. So yeah, pretty much do it here, here, and same on here. So I'll stop here and I'll come back to it. Okay, and we're back here. Now let's get a close up here. I made these guys all the markings on each side of the bb10. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the outside of the bb10 here. I'm going to trace it, as you can see. So, just trace it like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just a line so that the bb10 will be covering the piece of paper over it on the finished product. So that's step 2 there for the tracing. So I'll pause it here and then I'll get back to the next step. I'm going to be just doing it from that side, all 3 sides doing it. So, okay. Now, as you can see here, let's put the far view. I have made 3 lines, as I said before. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add these lines up. And we're going to take the bb10. We're going to go close up here. I'm going to line it up from this line to that line. Let me all lined up properly. Okay. So now we're going to trace it. There we go. So there we go, the line is complete. And I'm going to pretty much do that with the next two over here. And then I'll get back here to show you the next step to do. Okay. And here we go, we have the full circle here. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut all this out here. I'm just going to start it here a little bit. So it's a close-up view. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to cut this guy out. So I'll pause it here, and then I'll show you it cut out. Okay. And we are back. And I cut out the piece of paper here. So now we have the back texture for the stadium. It's kind of a grid look. But that's the one that I chose. I decided to use for this tutorial. One other thing to note is it actually is good to do the tape on the back. That way, if you have a certain lighting effect when you're in your studio and you're having the light shine, you know, towards the camera, which is usually not a good idea anyways, but it just looks nicer if you do the tape on the back. I kind of goofed it up and did on the top, but oh well, it'll still work, at least for my setup. So yeah, now we just put this guy on top, and there you go. You have your own background texture for your BB10. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial here. And please leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions of how to do this. So yeah, this is Ziyo Blader here signing out, and please subscribe.